Hey, my name's Rafael, you're watching Rock and Roll Garage, and today we're going to talk about the 20 singers that Mr. Keith Richards from the Rolling Stones said are the best of all time. But before that, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, leave your comment below, tell me what you think, if these choices are good or bad, okay? So we're going to start. Back in 2008, Rolling Stone magazine made those famous lists. They redone those lists a few times over the decades. But back in 2008, they chose the 100 best singers of all time. And besides the jury and journalists and many other people, they also invited famous artists to vote. And they wrote 20 names, and those names would be considered for the final list. And sometime later, Rolling Stone released that list from each artist. And today we're going to talk about the list made by Keith Richards. So in the position number 20, Keith chose himself. He chose himself. He put him as on the position number 20 of the best singers of all time. Keith I think he's a very underrated singer. There are many great tracks from the Rolling Stones with him on vocals. He's I think a very underrated singer as well. He's a good singer in my opinion. On position number 20, he chose Elvis Presley, someone who certainly influenced him and most people in rock and roll from his generation. Position number 18, Bonnie Raitt, who is an American singer, has many incredible songs, especially from the 70s with elements of blues, rock, folk, and country. On position number 17, Mr. Warren Zevon. I think he's a very underrated singer as well and songwriter. I love his work. He's a great musician, and he's much more than Werewolves in London, that hit single he has. Position number 16, Mr. Little Richard, another incredible artist. He's one of the godfathers and architects of rock and roll music for sure. He's up there with Elvis, with Chuck Berry, and everybody else. So number 16, Little Richard. Number 15, Tom Waits. It's someone who it's known for his unique voice, for the many incredible influences he has, including jazz and other kinds of experimental music. He's also a famous actor. He's been in many incredible movies over the decades. And Keith Richards loves him a lot. He already praised Tom Waits multiple times. And number 14, Smokey Robinson, a fantastic artist from the Motown era. He was also part of the group The Miracles, and he's been active since the 50s. He's a living legend, fantastic artist as well. If you never had the chance to hear him, go check him out. Number 13, Otis Redding, an artist that we sadly lost too soon. He tragically passed away in an airplane crash, and he has many incredible songs. For example, Sitting on the Dock of the Bay. If you never heard that track, man, you should check it out because it's fantastic. And we go to number 12. We're going to go fast because it's a long list. And it's Mavis Staples. She's famous for being part of the family band, the Staples Singer, and also famous for her solo career. Another people who loves her dearly is Bob Dylan. He really likes her. And then we go to number 11, another singer from that era, who is the late Ronnie Spector, who was famous for being part of the group The Ronettes, who had Phil Spector as the producer in the early days. They made many incredible tracks, Be My Baby and many others. If you never heard her, you should check it out too. And we finally get to the top 10. Number 10, he chose Graham Parsons, the late Graham Parsons, who was part of the Byrds, of the Flying Burrito Brothers, and he also had an interesting solo career. There's a very interesting version for the hit Love Hurts made by him, which is beautiful. If you never heard, you should check it out. Grant Parsons' Love Hurts, fantastic version. Number 9, obviously the Rolling Stones are a blues-based band, and he chose to number 9 Mr. Muddy Waters, who is one of the most important and influential bluesmen of all time, blues guitarist and singer, and was just fantastic, a really big influence to Keith Richards. Number 8, Aaron Neville, which is a really important singer as well. He had 4 platinum albums and 4 top 10 hits in the United States, and one of his biggest hits, which is from 1996, was Tell It Like It Is. If you haven't heard that song, you should check it out. Also a really good track, and he has a really nice career, and he's on the position number 8. Position number 7, Toots Hibbert. Keith lived in Jamaica for a while. He spent many months there over the decades. He loves Jamaica. So he was in touch with reggae music and Jamaican music in general. And Toots, he is a Jamaican singer and songwriter. He was the lead vocalist of the reggae and ska group Toots and the Maytals, and he's one of the pioneers of reggae, and he helped to establish that music genre. And it's another kind of music that influenced Keith Richards a lot as well. We go to the position number 6. Now this is a country musician, Mr. Willie Nelson. He's also a legend. I mean, he's in his 90s and he's still touring and he's still going. Fantastic musician. He's also like Tom Waits that we mentioned it. He also appeared in several movies. He's been part of several movies, and he's an incredible artist as well. And we go to the position number 5, Mr. George Jones, who is known for tracks, for example, like He Stopped Loving Her Today. Position number 4, Mr. Buddy Holly, who is another incredible artist who influenced that whole generation of the Beatles and the Rolling Stones. Position number 3, Sam Cooke, another incredible artist, fantastic singer and songwriter. Position number 2, another reggae musician, Mr. Jimmy Cliff, another incredible artist. And position number 1, Aretha Franklin, who is certainly one of the greatest singers of all time. Back in the 80s, Keith Richards even played on and helped to produce her a cover of Jumpin' Jack Flash that she did for a movie, and it's a really cool version. Ronnie Wood, for example, played on that track too, and you should check it out if you've never seen. So, according to Keith Richards, the best singer of all time is the late legendary Aretha Franklin. And that's the list. I hope you liked the video. We had to rush because it's a very long list, and I want you to watch the entire video. And if you want to read more about that, you can go to the description, see the whole list. So please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, leave your comment, and I'll see you later.